Alright guys, so I've had this old air compressor pump rattling around in my junk bin for a while now, along with a bunch of other bits of junk. So I figured, I should make something useful with it, and I just had the brilliant idea to actually do that, because I was at the bike shop, and I had a flat tire, cause I don't know, tires just go flat every now and then. Definitely wasn't because I was riding my bike way too hard and doing stupid stuff like running through construction sites or anything. So anyways, I've got this here thing. And you see, the problem with these is they usually run off of a DC motor, which has brushes, which means it's loud. So anyways, I've been picking up these induction motors, and I was thinking, you know what? I had to just take an induction motor and then hook it up to my pump, and then maybe we'll have a pump that's not super loud and annoying. Now, the one problem is that these induction motors I have, they aren't very powerful, so I'm thinking, yeah, this one's draws about just 1 amp, which is 120 watts. I'm trying to think, that's maybe 1/20th of a horsepower or something. I don't really know, but it's around there in that sort of ballpark of horsepowers. So anyways, this is the bracket for holding it, and now we've got to work out some system of belts and pulleys to hook it up. Alright, so I got something really crappy just jigged up right now. Got the motor clamped on, and I fashioned a really crappy belt out of some... This is actually the cover for double-sided sticky tape. You peel this off and that's scrap. And it's really not a very good choice because it's designed not to stick to tape. So I taped 2 pieces of tape, taped it together in 2 different areas, and it seems to work okay. I mainly did this just to see if the motor is powerful enough, and I think it is. So let's spin it up. And here we have our pressure gauge. I might zoom in on that. You can get a little bit of pressure out of it before the belt pops off. But that leads me to believe I was able to get 30 psi out of it before the belt popped off last time. So the motor should be powerful enough for this application. So I'm thinking I want to turn a groove into here, and the best tool for that is a lathe, but I need to work on my lathe because I've really put it off because I have to take the table saw off every time because the lathe kind of is a little bit too long for this workbench with the table saw attached. And also I got a smaller pulley from a washing machine, so that should make things a bit better. And I also made some new pulleys here that I need to turn out of some much thicker plywood that I found. Alright, let's just give this a quick spin up here. So now I need to get this piece here for turning this. Alright, let's do some noob wood turning with a sharpened screwdriver as our tool. What could possibly go wrong? think I need a little more belt tension, so I'll put this clamp back on the motor and shift it over a bit. Oh, maybe that's too much. I need a little bit of slack so that it will actually, like, slip once you get in there too hard, or if your tool binds up. Need some way to, like, push it. Alright, let's check that with a sample belt. That's probably not the exact same size. Alright, looks like we got some ways to go. We need to widen it out a bit. Let's try the actual belt that we're actually using here. Cut that off the motor. Yeah, we still got a little ways to go. Alright, let's get that back on track. Alright, that's good enough for me, I'd say. Let's see about... I don't really need a smaller pulley for the fast speed. I prefer going slower, so I think I'll just unclamp the motor and we can see how well that worked out. And then we can get to actually turning what I came here to do. Let's see how this spins up. Nice and slow. Well, it would certainly help if this actually ran true, but I think we have something workable here. You know what? Just for fun, let's try to turn a dowel. Ooh, dangerous. see if I got any sandpaper anywhere. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually. Alright, haven't really ever tried... Let's try filing it a bit. I could use a little bit more sanding. I don't know what it is, but it's round, and I made it on the lathe, so it's, like, gotta be worth something, am I right, peeps? Let's get this off of here. Wow, sanding really makes a lot of fine dust particles. Gosh. Who would have guessed? There's a lot of friction going on here. Alright, so... yeah, it's a dowel-like thingamabobber. Alright, so here is what I have finished working on. It is the air compressor. So, yeah, I actually just scrapped the idea of using an induction motor. And I put a wooden crank with gears on. I also put, like, a little 12-volt dealio. It was from a Power Wheels thing. So, plenty of juice. But I'm not going to hook it up to power it, because that makes a big, nasty spark. But anyways, here can do this. Hold up the pressure gauge, then plug it up with my thumb. And I can give it a good crank for you guys. And that went up to maybe like 40-45 psi right there. Kaboom! And the 12-volt motor also acts as a generator, so let's take a look over here at my multimeter, and we'll give it a good old crank. That is a really inefficient generator, just saying, guys.